So we're here again. Welcome back to my YouTube. If you haven't, please go subscribe. Show me some love. And comment down below. I really want to know your thoughts. What else should I do next? Of course, as you can tell in the background, I am a musician. I'm also a gamer. And yes, I did put Mr. Potato Head there. If you haven't, go watch my other video. Now, I took some things out so I don't get this video or, demonetized banned or whatever the YouTube wants to do. It's for little kids over here. So ain't no wasting no more time. I skipped all the good, the parts he was talking about. So this is what I really wanted to watch. If you haven't, the description, I'm gonna put the full link down below. Okay, so let's get to it.
You had mentioned that you had never ever really told anybody that you wanted to do acting.
Yep.
You wanted to be behind the camera,
Yep.
not in front of the camera.
Yep.
And so when did your big break come? When did you get an opportunity?
You know what was amazing? I have friends in the business because doing security, I knew a lot of location managers.
Right.
And the location managers would hire the security. And this location manager became a friend of mine. He said, hey man, Denzel's shooting down here in the jungle. It's a movie called Training Day. You want to come down and take a look?
That movie was hard. Pause. Erase that. Anyways, that movie was good. That was a good movie. That was a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. He's in the background like this.
Look, I was like, I get to watch Denzel do his thing. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm coming. I'm walking. I said, when is it? He said, man, come on. They shooting all night. So he said, you got to come late, like 10 o'clock. About 11 o'clock, they'll start the filming and the whole thing. And so I'm down there in the jungle, man, and I'm sitting there going, ooh, and I'm watching this Denzel, the car, that cul-de-sac, the whole deal. And I'm going, ooh, this is hot. And I'm watching Denzel get ready. He got the chains on. He got the do-rag, the whole thing.
Is that the King Kong scene?
This is the King Kong scene.
Famous,
now,
infamous saying, King Kong ain't got on me. Love it.
let me tell you this, and you gotta understand how magical this was, man. Antoine Fuqua, the director, saw me standing there. And again, by this time, remember, I went back to the gym.
Right.
Because I had been going back to the gym about a year or so, I was kind of still in shape.
Right.
He said, hey, man.
He's still in shape. He's still in shape. So, guys, from 3751, before that, he was talking about his life in the NFL, what happened. He took a kind of like a janitor's job. So go watch the full link, like I said. But this is what I really wanted to react to.
Man, you want to be in this scene? I said, yeah. He said, hey, man, just take your shirt off. See your tank top. Said, I'll put you in the scene. Bruh, I'm like, never acted. You talking about no acting.
Right.
I stand there, I'm looking, I'm like, okay. And I just got that NFL man, like you about to come in, you facing off against somebody, right. and I said, just don't say nothing and just mad dog it. I said, oh, don't tell me. And that was it. And so Denzel's doing all this, and you see I'm just standing there the whole time like this nigga. And dude, it changed my life. When you say like that one.
He was at the right place at the right time with the right connections. I love TerryCrews. I love his attitude, the vibe that he brings in. Very calm, very respectful. You know what I mean? And look where he's at. From NFL, cut, with 2-3 kids. That's what I'm saying. You guys got to watch this whole thing. And then just having the right people in his life. And wow, amazing. Zero acting, bro. Zero.
Went to the Oscars, bro. Like, it was me and Denzel when they showed that scene on the Oscars. My mother was like, you at the Oscars? I said, well, I'm not at the Oscars, but I'm in this scene. Right. And I was like, I was hooked. Like, when I say hook, because all I had to do was just, because remember, man, I'm on the NFL field and my mind is already going all over.
Right.
I was like, this is what I always want to do. I said, man, now I'm in my element. Don't mess this up, right? Bruh, watching this, then I got a chance to look at his script. And his script was on the card. And he had written, the wages of sin is death on the top of his script. I was like, he's.
I think that's a Bible verse. I think that's a Bible verse. I don't know.
And I watched how he prepared, and I was like, that's that level I have to get to. That's what and all of a sudden, there it was, the acting thing. And what happened was, Cube remembered me. He's like, yo, man, you the security guard, because everybody loved Training Day. When Training Day came out, he said, man, we doing another Friday. I got a call from the location manager. They said, hey, man, Cube, people want to see you. I went in, it was me, Cat Williams, sitting next to each other.
I could imagine his face, just like Ice Cube. Well, I saw Denzel. I could literally touch him. A legend. Then you have another legend over here that's wants to put me on the movie. Oh, just imagine being in Terry's crew shoes and mind thinking. It's amazing, bro. What a blessing.
Each other in a little bitty room. And he was like, man, come on in, we got this. Because Tiny Lister didn't want to do, my good friend.
Yeah.
God bless his soul.
Yep.
Tiny Lister didn't want to do the third one. And they said, we got a new character, a guy named Damon and the whole thing. I was like, and see, you got to understand too, I had nothing to lose.
Right.
Like when I say nothing to lose, I came in there like Craig and Day Day. Just the niggas I want to see. You know, hey, bro, I had nothing. I went back to Flint.
When I saw that scene, I was like, who is this guy? And I'm, now I'm watching it, I'm like, he was in, this huge muscular dude. And that was the first time me watching him just dominating the Friday After Next. It's a classic. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I think it's Friday After Next. I'm sorry, Friday After Next.
On them. I was like, this is where I came. These are the cats I knew.
Right.
And I came in there, man, and off the Cube, everybody, they're like, ah! They're like, oh! And then Cat came in, and just the audition. And they said, you in. You in. And Friday After Next. Listen, I saw Cube probably about a month ago. And I walked up to him, man. I said, dude, thank you. Thank you. I said, you have.
That's what I was talking about. See, he's a very humble man. Very humble man. Still to this day, he went to go up to Ice Cube and say, thank you. Wow.
No idea how many careers you started just by giving us that shot.
Right.
A lot of people never, ever really give props what props is due.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're like, well, I didn't get that much money, but dude, that was my start.
Yep.
Well, listen, I was in a little bitty cubicle. Man, I was just thankful. I was walking around, and listen, and what was so crazy is me and...
Wait, hold on, pause. What is this? Shannon Sharp. Bro, I've been watching some memes about you on TikTok. What is this? Is that Tiger? What's his name? What's his name? The cereal. The cornflakes. What the?
And Cat was homeless at the time.
Wow.
So Cat was living in his trailer. And me and Cat said, hey, man, and I remember talking to Cat, I said, Cat, I said, we never get another opportunity. We got to make sure they remember us. I said, because we the two new cats in this whole thing. They know everybody else.
Right.
I said, but it's me and you. And remember, man, I was not going to let what happened in my football career happen to my entertainment career.
Man, I'm listening to you tell the story, T. And the way you telling the story, football never gave you the high that what you got by just doing that.
Exactly. I knew I was in my destiny. When I say, and this is what I'm saying, I found my destiny. I was gone. When people see that scene in Friday After Next, look, you turn the sound down, it ain't a comedy.
Right.
We was crying.
Right.
We were deep. They was so in it. He was crying. I was crying. People were sitting by the monitors like, what are we looking at right now? Because
Legends becoming themselves. And you don't know what's happening until in the future you're like, oh, wow. But in that moment, they don't know. They don't know. They're just like, oh, well, it's just me and Cat Williams. If you haven't, go watch that video too. I just posted it like 2 days ago or yesterday.
I was so gone in, and I said, "This is what." And then it was so wild because I didn't even want money anymore. I said, "I want that feeling again."
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know what I mean? It's too because you could talk about athletes and money and all that stuff, but there's a point when I'm sure when you just catching and doing everything right, you want to chase that again. They call it the zone. They call it what it's just flow, whatever that is. And let me tell you, you know when I hit that flow again? When I was doing White Chicks. That movie, White Chicks.
Classic. That movie, White Chicks. Or classic movie. I laughed so hard, bro. I still say some of those um, memes.
Everything I said just flowed.
Friday up next, White Chicks came off of.
Well, it came after that,
Right.
Because again, you're talking about the whole the Black Hollywood is very small,
Mm-hmm.
and they saw and once Friday After Next hit, people were like, "This dude," and so what was so great is Keenan Ivory Wayans was like, "Hey man, we got to get this dude a shot."
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
they're like, "Man, we want some of that on us," and
Right.
it kept on all my business, Shannon, in this town has been repeat business. I mean, the reason I was with all these Sandler movies, Adam Sandler called me. But the thing is, when I did Longest Yard, which was my revenge on the NFL,
Cause connection. See? That's why you got to treat people like you want to be treated. Connections. Respect people. Have some respect for them and for yourselves. And look, doors will open. Look at that.
Right.
me and Michael Irvin, the whole movie, I was like, this is the one everybody gonna remember. Like, good God, like, who gets that?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I remember Chris Rock was like, hey man, he's on the movie, Longest Yard. He said, dude, you killing. I got something for you. I said, what is it? He said, don't worry about it. I got something for you. I go home, the script for Everybody Hates Chris is literally on my doorstep. I open that up. He's like, I want you to play my dad. Because
I did hear about that one. Chris Rock, TerryCrews reminded him about his father. And wow, it's crazy. Connections, man. Connections, I'm telling you.
saw me and my wife and my 2 kids out there in Santa Fe, New Mexico, when we was filming Longest Yard. He was watching. And that's the thing another people, you got to remember, everybody is watching. Everybody is watching. And so then I played Chris's dad, and Everybody Hates Chris for 4 years straight. This man, when I look at my life, man, I just thank God for every opportunity. And now this is another thing, because I'm now reached the point, because I play with all these guys and they're gone. Now I'm losing actors.
That's the sad part. That's the sad part right there. But it's the reality. You are born and it's only time ticking before you go and see your loved ones. It's hard. That's what I'm saying. The doors open up whenever you are a great person and you can communicate with anybody, just your character in general. You can lift somebody up.
Man, Andre Bauer passed away last week. And
he's the guy from I don't know if you know that movie. Not movie. I'm sorry. Well, he's in a bunch of movies, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine. you know, the GAY captain. And he was really good at it too. And R.I.P. man, great legendary actor.
He took me under his wing, man. You talking about one of the best actors
Right.
of our generation.
Right.
I mean, Juilliard trained, absolutely incredible, Emmy Award winning, dramatic beast.
Right. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Right.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, who was able to come and flip it to a comedy like that. And I was like, man, what is the secret? And he never, this is another thing, he was like a super all-pro who could have looked down on all of us, but decided he was just gonna pull us all up with him. 61 years old. He was like my big brother.
Right.
I look at guys that are dying. When I look at Michael Clark Duncan's gone. Tiny Lister, gone. Lance Reddick, gone. I'm like, Chadwick Boseman, gone. We did a movie Draft Day together. Okay? And I'm going, man, you don't have forever. You don't. You gotta go for it. You got to get what you are come to get now. And you can't waste time. You can't treat it like, well, I'll whatever.
Tomorrow.
Because I've seen it in the NFL. And
See, that's what I just said. It's crazy. It's crazy. Guys, I know I keep pausing a lot. I know. I get it. It's a reaction show. I'm reacting. So if you want to watch the whole link, I'm gonna click it down below. I'm sorry, but I have to do it. If not, YouTube is gonna, I guess, demonetize or copyright it or something.
everybody thought, and this is the thing, everybody had determined certain people that already won. Like, I won life, he won. You know, people say, hey, won the internet, whatever. It ain't never over. It's never how you start. It's how you finish.
Right.
And let me tell you, when I'm done, and I'll be honest with you, man, I'm just getting started. I truly, truly feel I have the same energy that I had when I first started. I'm really thankful to be sitting here with you right now. But I admire you for just your transition. You know what I mean? And the energy that you bring. Your passion is palpable. And I'm the same way. I'm 100% passionate.
Right.
That's all I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know no other way. I have no other way. I do everything like I'm getting $1 million.
When you sat down for the audition to read with Kat, did you know Kat prior to that?
Nope, not at all.
And you guys became pretty cool after
We
that.
became.
I know for some reason, I think Cat was popping during that time. He was a stand-up comedian. He had a little bit of followers. But TerryCrews was just a regular security guard watching Ice Cube's stuff. You know, people coming in, people going out. Wow, it's just crazy.
Amazing friends. And what's so crazy, I used to watch him because we, you know, remember a movie, when you shoot a movie, then you got to wait 1.5 years for it to come out.
Correct.
So you just wait, like people, you're like, man, well, I got this thing coming. They're like, yeah, right, whatever.
Right.
and you know what's so funny? After Friday After Next, I had to go back doing security. I had to go back.
Right.
Because I didn't have nothing.
There you go. I told you. He played for the NFL. He didn't have a passion of it. He became a janitor. He did security. You know, movie over here, connections. Then Ice Cube met him. He's like, oh, hey, I know you from somewhere. And then back to reality. But look at him now. He took the time. He loved, and he just took the chance on something new.
Nothing else turned to.
Right.
But I knew it was coming.
Right.
And what was so crazy, I would do commercials and different things, but I would go watch Cat Williams at the Hollywood Park Casino. He had his own room.
Mm-hmm.
And this man was the funniest man I ever seen, which was crazy.
He still is, though. He still is. He just cusses too much. Can't watch that with the kids, you know?
And then I'll never forget when he started selling out the Universal Amphitheater and watching them blow up. This is another thing, too, to watch people it's funny because I see kids that's been on set and now they're superstars now. You know, like Tyler James Williams is now a superstar.
Right.
You know, I've watched people. This is the, you never know what's going to happen. You know, you look at things and you go, oh my God, this man was. Listen, one great example. We were at the BET Awards, and I saw this little kid walking around with a little hat on, and I was like, hey, I got his mixtape. I said, Kendrick.
Which Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar? No way. No way. Whoa.
You know who I am? It's Kendrick Lamar, bruh. I said, man, your mixtape, dude, Section 80 is amazing. I said, you are the next. I said, Rebecca, this is Kendrick. He was like, you know who I am? I said, who? I said, I love you. I said, I think you are going to be the future. And what?
Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. This guy, TerryCrews, has stayed grounded. His feet both on the ground. He hasn't fallen off. What an amazing, amazing story. Wow.
What's so crazy is that he called me a few years later, ended up doing a video with him.
Right.
Because he said, remember when you told me you knew who I was? And remember this? You told me I was gonna be doing something great. Look at this, man. Right. Now, look, tell me he's not the best in the world right now. Yeah. And I'm so proud. And the thing is, too, man, there's another thing I had to learn that the NFL taught me that I had to unlearn: competing. I decided to.
And if you didn't watch the other video, I was trying to figure out the comparison of Cat Williams talking about, you know, football and comedy. See, that's what people do. They're trying to brainwash you to think a certain way. But you have to break that. You have to be different. That's how you stand out. You know?
Never compete with people. This was my problem. Because they call it the sin of comparison.
Right.
When I'm looking at what you got and comparing what I got, it's always going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Always.
Right.
Because you always going to come up short.
Yes.
Somebody always got more.
Right.
And then somebody always got less, but you always want more.
Right.
And I realized, man, that creativity was the exact opposite of competition.
Right.
If I'm being creative, I'm not competing. So I decided, you know what? Because everybody was like, hey, man, you got to, you got to be like Tiny, you got to be this, you got to blah, blah, blah.
You got to make your own lane. That's what I've been saying. Then that's what I keep telling my girl, you know, and other folks that I talk to. You know, you can't piggyback off somebody else's success and then claim it as your own. It's not fair. It's not right. You should create your own. That's why legends are legends. That's why people call people the GOAT. You know? But if you haven't seen the Joe Rogan Experience, Mr. Cat Williams says, I'd rather be a sheep. That's my next video, so be patient with me. I just started.
I was like, no. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me. And they was like, yeah, but you kind of weird. I said, yeah, I am.
That's what makes me unique.
I am. All right. Listen, first of all, you can't even, it got to the point where we read scripts now today. We want a TerryCrews type. Because they know that's just me.
Right.
And I decided by just being creative, that was my ticket out of that world of competition. Because this is the thing, man. The league is always.
It's got to be competition.
It's like, hey, man, you versus so-and-so.
Right.
You wait. First of all, you got to fight the people in your own locker room first.
Yeah.
Before you even go up against another team.
Competition, bro.
You know what I mean?
You're trying to competition against each other. You're trying to let the coach know that you're the best. You know, if you drop a ball, if you're too slow, you know, if anything, you name it. People are trying to be that starter, you know. They don't want to be second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. They don't want to do that. They want to be first string. I play a little, just a little bit. I know what you're thinking. He knows a little bit. I know. I play a little bit. Basketball, football. I played a little.
And then you always being judged like, well, you missed a step, and did you miss that? But he didn't.
Right.
The coaches would never. They will always tell you what you messed up on.
Right.
And then being black, we would go into the locker room, and if you hurt, they act like, you act like you don't want to play. I'll say, hey man, first of all, the white kids get hurt, and they're like, yeah, he's hurt.
Right.
But they never ever treated any black guy I knew in the locker room like he was really hurt. Wow. Like he was trying to cut out on the game.
So in other words, you said I gotta unlearn because you know it's a jungle mentality because someone is literally trying to take food off your table. Someone is trying to take a roof from over your kid and your family head to make sure they have one. But once you got into the entertainment space, you're like, I'm not competing against him.
Yeah. I mean, what can I do?
I'm in my lane.
First of all, I didn't go to school to act.
Right.
I didn't go to Juilliard.
Right.
You talking to a dude who ain't.
But he's not the only one. I realize there's a lot of celebrities out here that hasn't even finished high school. What is it? What's her name? I think I can't remember her name. She's the redhead from Superman. But there's a lot of celebrities that don't finish high school. They drop out. They want to live life. They want to be successful, and they are. They are successful. And then they go back and they get their GEDs, or they go to college and become and have some kind of background of
Ain't supposed to be here.
Right.
Everything I'm getting I ain't supposed to have.
Right.
So I'm already behind.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I realized, wait a minute, if I just bring what I bring, I'm ahead. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I bring what only I bring to a project, because you can't do what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is the one thing that the magic, and this is what I want to tell every young man is trying to transition out. That's the way it works for everything. That you have something that no one else has, but it's up to you to find it.
Right.
You got to find it.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Help me find it too. Subscribe to my channel. That was slick, huh? I know.
And you don't find it by comparing yourself with everybody else or whatever. You find it by finding out what you want to do. And this is when I had to make the hard realization that, man, maybe football was it wasn't for me, but it got me to where I am, and I'm very thankful for it. But let me tell you, I love the game. In fact, I don't even have a team. I just love the players.
Right.
It's just, sitting here with players, talk about, what we came through. It feels like a fraternity, man.
Right.
It feels like something we can therapize each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we all know it. We all seen it.
Right.
And we all played those games together. I mean, I was there when they was like, ain't no CTE. Sit down. You just weak.
Right.
I was like, man, my head hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm seeing double.
Right.
And they're like, man, look, you just weak. I was there when they was telling everybody it wasn't real.
Right.
I got a friend of mine that wants to do somewhat of a what's it called? Kind of like a keeping up with the sports. So hopefully I could connect with him and we can do something together. I also got to react to some other friends of mine that want me to do the kind of like a video reaction. So stay tuned. Like, I got so many ideas. Stay tuned.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, this is real, man. This is real.
T, obviously, when you're first starting out, you don't make a lot of money. How do you get past? Because everybody thinks that you in the movie, you make $1 million or you make $5 million. And it's and the roles, I mean, you're first starting out, it ain't no big payday.
Not at all. Not at all.
But put that in the real life instead of the entertainment purposes. When you go into a business, you got to show your worth. If not, they ain't going to pay you, right? Or if they give you a chance, you got to, go up the ladders. And, there's every day you go into life and you have competitions, every day. And it's just part of reality. It don't matter if you're, a musician, an actor, It don't matter. You have competitions everywhere.
Oh, you get, here's your $500. Thank you very much. You know,
Right.
but that's the thing. I never.
The difference between Terry right here is he didn't sit there and be like, oh, you know what I mean? He was just like, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me. Now be better, do better, work on himself, you know? And I love that. Well, I'm not going to react to the full length video. If you guys do want a part two, we stopped at 52:22. So if you want to react to that, we'll continue from here forward. But until then, I will see you on the next one. Much love. And y'all get back to work. Me too. Bye.